I'm doing it. So I'll just pick up the, yeah. Go this way.
By the way, you should really get a wooden cutting board.
You know,
You're putting plastic in my body.
I've been looking for one. I just
I
haven't
bought
found
one at Save on Foods for like, not that much, like 15 bucks.
Okay. Because I've been finding the bamboo ones and I don't like the bamboo
No,
ones.
don't get bamboo, get a wooden one.
I want the actual wooden, like butcher
Also,
block
plastic
type
is
thing.
worse for your
I know.
knife. Like it'll dull faster. Wood's just gonna keep the blade sharp longer.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't learn it from experience. I learned it from YouTube shorts.
Okay, I didn't hear that before, so. Okay, that's good. Now give it a stir.
Give me the.
Oh, sorry. You want to stay here too? You can help out Baya by stirring that thing when it starts to. If Baya asks.
No, I'd rather like fewer people be here. Nothing personal. It's just like I get overwhelmed, you know.
That's fine. I think I get things done.
You are the one person in this house that I have not violently screamed at. So,
Yeah, I noticed.
you know.
Okay, so now you can probably start
Oh,
adding.
please don't tell me you recorded that last bit. It's okay. It's fine.
I'll
last
cut it
bit-
out.
Last bit of what?
Now you can turn down the heat a little first.
Why?
Yeah.
Tell me why I'm turning the heat
We're,
down.
we're turning the heat down because the liquid, we don't want it all the way to dry out before
Okay.
we're done adding everything.
Okay.
So let's add the whole pack of the taco seasoning. Then, if you want, you can use a little bit more chili flakes
Oh.
and pepper, garlic powder.
Wait, why are we worried about the fat drying out, or the water drying out? If we're
Because
gonna add
then it will
sauce
burn.
anyways?
It will burn.
Oh, true.
Because we don't have enough time to do it, so we're gonna just turn it down a little bit more once we have everything in. Then we will go. So let's keep adding the things that we need to add. Quarter cup of garlic powder.
Quarter spoon, you mean?
Sorry, quarter cup, sure, quarter spoon. That's good enough. And then you can use the chili flakes as much as you want, pepper as much as you want, and that's cumin that you want in there. And I would add a little bit of water in there because it's starting to kind of sound like it's sizzling and it's gonna burn. So add just a tiny bit of water so it doesn't burn. Yeah, that's good. So you've added garlic and the taco seasoning and
Black
pepper. But you haven't added the chili
yet.
flakes and the cumin yet. You can open the other side.
No, I'd rather do it like this.
Okay.
There's like a certain way you're supposed to shake it.
Because you know, you tasted my extremely hot food the other day, and that's why it probably gets so hot.
No, you're the one expected to have a frame of reference, not me.
No, that's not gonna be too hot. And yeah, that's probably good enough. Cumin. And then you have a bag over there that's basil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do like using basil. I don't know if
I
it's
like
part of the
basil.
recipe or not, but I do like using it. Take a good pinch. Yeah, and then we can add some more later. Now you give it some stir and mix everything that's on the sides.
Oh, the water's starting to boil.
Yeah, that's okay. We can let this boil for a bit because we want to get that ready first. But we're not cooking this all the way. Just soften it up so make things quicker. So like move those parts in. Yeah. And now you want to add a little bit of water and then cover it so that it cooks. Maybe just take a cup of that.
We need to have the same mug in Vancouver.
Yeah. So you can have the. Okay.
Yeah.
And now you stir everything, and I'm going to turn this thing down a little because we're not going to add the pasta right away.
Why we put it to boil so early?
I don't know. It can just sit there. It's not it doesn't need to be done right away.
Okay.
So now what I would do is like get everything from this side all the way into the liquid, and then we will cover it. I think my lid is over there. I'll get it for you.
Okay.
I'm getting the lid. So I'm gonna stop the video for a bit now, so that it doesn't.
How long has it been since your last clip, by the way?
How long has it been since?
Yeah.
Hold on, I can tell you. The
Okay, so 12 minutes since the last clip. I'm cooking the pasta. Ooh.
all right, and give it a stir so it doesn't clump up.
Yep.
So the beef or the ground beef has been cooking for about 20 minutes now, and so they're should be well cooked. And I think the one thing we can do with this is now check the salt, and then see if we need to add some more salt.
Sure. Also, one thing, send me all these video clips individually.
Okay.
It'll make like more sense for the context wise.
Okay. But do you want me to thread it in YouTube one by one?
No.
No?
Why put it on YouTube?
Because it makes it easier. So I'll just send you separate.
Just send them to me separately. Or if anything, I can put them on a Google Drive from your phone.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you say?
Okay, so
That's the
stir it
salt?
first and see how it looks. Oh yeah, check the salt. And then you may have to add some extra salt in there.
Okay, give me a sec.
And then once the pasta is halfway done, we can add it in there. We can just.
I don't know if this is hygienic. I'm just doing this.
No, it's fine. I wash them like 500 times a day.
Okay.
Do you want to use a spoon instead?
Sure.
There's a spoon there.
I'm actually not really that hungry. I don't think I'm even gonna eat this like right away.
That's fine.
It's
Eat
better the
when
second
you-
day anyways.
Eat when you can. So it's just meaning to do it so it's done and I don't have to worry about tomorrow.
I think I use this one.
Yeah. Okay.
I should do it.
Okay. You tried it. You can sort of gauge how much you need, and then we can keep this open for now while we watch the pasta, and then we can just add it in and cook it here with some of the pasta oil, or pasta water I mean. But then again, we may not want to use it because there's salt in it. Can make it more salty. So we have to keep that in mind. Okay, so just wanna move it around and see what it looks like. They're very hard right now. So.
Okay. So what do we do now? Just wait?
Yeah, just a few minutes.
Then-
I'm just gonna turn it.
I don't usually. So why are we doing this step that we're about to do? Why are we doing it now? Why hadn't we done it like 2 minutes earlier?
Because the pasta wasn't quite ready, because I
Okay.
wanted it to be like almost halfway done.
Okay.
And now they look like they're almost halfway done.
Okay.
So that's why we're now adding them directly from the water onto the
Does the
pasta.
amount that this has reduced, does that make any difference, or does that
No.
not really matter?
No.
Okay, cool. This feels risky.
If you shake it, yeah. If you shake it a little, then you won't. And then, I mean, I can just drain the water out and then use it, like, dump it in there. Either way it works, really. It doesn't have to be one way or the other. What did I do with my measuring cup?
I usually dump all my pasta straight into my colander.
Yeah, you can do that too. Like, I mean, I just,
No, I know, like, yeah.
I just didn't need to do that, since I find it quite handy to do it this way. And then one less thing to to wash. Okay, so now,
Hang on.
No,
the
I know.
great and proud nation of Italy died for this pasta.
if there is one or two left, I can pick it up. It's okay.
That is no way to talk about an ethnic minority in Europe, Ma. If there's one or two left, you might pick them up.
Okay, I won't do that, I suppose.
What are you, Hannibal?
I don't even know who that is. I only know one Hannibal. His name is Hannibal Smith.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
From the A-Team. Now you can add your sauce.
Okay, I should probably give this a stir, since that seems to be a trend.
Yeah, you could do that. That way you can see what you're working with, how much liquid you're working with. Can I give you one other tip
Sure.
about holding your spatula? Yeah, there we go.
No, I have a hat. It's just 'cause this one's flat. Like I use a round one.
I just find it that it gives you a better grip. That looks already good. Just needs a few more minutes, and
Pour it all in.
so that would be half a jar.
Okay, so pour it all in.
Yes. And once you have it all in, then we can see how much liquid we have. That is my good boy, not wasting anything. Thank you. And now if you want, you can add a bit more sauce. If this looks good enough, then you
No,
can
I'm gonna
stop
just
it there.
incorporate this in first before I add anything else.
All right.
I'm also trying not to be too hard on the pasta while it's like at that stage.
Yeah, that's right. And I have an opening
No,
thing
I'm not
here.
using that.
What are you looking for? Tell me what you're looking for.
No, I'm gonna find it myself. Like the alpha male I am.
Can I ask what you're looking for so I can tell you where it is?
No, because I'm trying to find it myself.
Okay, sure.
Oh, I didn't find what I was looking for.
If you're looking for a towel or whatnot,
I was looking for a rubber glove, but it's fine. Just use this thing. I don't like using this thing. It makes me feel.
it's just because your hand slips and that thing grips it better. There's nothing else to it.
It's really emasculating.
No, it's not.
It is actually.
Anyways,
Okay. Anyways, so start with like half. Probably.
yeah, so just remember there's half of jar in there
It's
already.
probably gonna need more liquid in the first half.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, go down, go do it a little bit closer to the pot.
That's like close to half.
Yeah, because this is where you do what works for you. It doesn't have to be specific how much sauce you want to use. And then you can turn the heat up a little, and you want to cover it up or not cover it up. I don't think it matters. Oh,
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
And then try it and see if you if it tastes okay.
I'm gonna add more sauce because I know it's gonna like.
So if you
reduce.
want to keep it this
Yeah, add more 'cause it's
consistency,
gonna reduce.
No, I was gonna say you can use
Yeah.
a little bit of the pasta water though, so that it doesn't become too saucy.
That's fair, yeah.
So like this much.
Well, let me try it first. Let me try this
Oh.
first.
Because once it's done, this is the consistency you want, right?
Like
Once you are ready to eat, this is how you want to eat it.
roughly, I guess. Actually, a pretty good mixture of sauce.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to change that too much.
So do you want this
Yeah, just
extra
toss the
liquid?
water. Yeah,
That should be good enough. And also, since we didn't use any oil, it's
Oh yeah. What was the oil? You brought up the oil. You never told me why.
totally optional, because usually if I were to brown it and then put it in, I probably would have added a little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
And so it's optional. If you want, you can add a little bit of olive oil in there.
After browning it.
You can add it now because olive oil gives it that nice little flavor.
Oh yeah.
It's just optional.
You could maybe do a drizzle at the very end.
Yeah. I just like the flavor of olive oil.
So now should I just crank it up and cover it?
Yeah, crank it up, not too high, not more than half, I guess. Yeah, that's good. That's
Okay.
right. Okay, so
So
yeah, I mean, don't cover it.
you said cover it.
I know I did say it. I think.
Okay, but-
Let me see.
What if we just kind of covered it, like half covered it, and
Mm-hmm.
use the thing to?
Yeah. Here, this is what আমরা বাংলায় বলি কানিকুয়ার. Just a half covered.
Oh.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna close it now. So after adding the sauce and this is the final stretch of this pasta, we wanna keep an eye on it more frequently because it's so thick that it can stick at the bottom. I just wanted to remind that. Open it, I'll tell you. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes.
Okay.
And how much liquid do you have left?
Decent amount.
Decent amount.
Nice.
So, but if you check the pasta, is it your like the firmness or softness? Does it feel like it's the good one? Good.
Can you give me the spoon?
I'll hold that. It's okay. I can hold it.
No, I can use a couple more minutes.
Okay, so in that case, we're gonna turn it down a little.
But the cheese is also gonna thicken it up too.
Yeah, so and then we're gonna also use a little bit more pasta water, about this much.
Okay.
Okay? Because we want to give it another, actually, I didn't use the whole thing, so it would be a quarter of a cup.
But why are we even adding more water? Because there's already a lot of liquid in there. And
I thought you wanted it to keep that consistency. You don't want it to dry out too much. 'Cause when you
yeah, no,
add
but I don't want it to
cheese-
be like a runny soup.
Oh, no, it won't be.
It's just hard to tell when it's like.
When you add when you add cheese, it will thicken up a little bit more, as you know. And it's starting to stick to the bottom a little bit, so just making sure that doesn't happen. And then we're gonna
I
cover
hate
it.
tasting the
Thing.
uncooked noodle because it gets stuck in my teeth.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we're gonna keep it that way,
Okay.
and we're gonna wait for another 2 minutes, or maybe a minute and a half.
Okay.
So I don't know if it has been about a minute, but we just need to check it because it's probably gonna stick at the bottom.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna turn it down a lot more now.
Very stuck actually.
Okay. There, yeah. Just stuck, but it's not burnt though. And then the rest of the cooking process for the pasta will happen just sitting in the sauce, so we can just turn the stove off actually. Unless you want to melt the cheese, or is it okay if it just half melted?
No,
How do
I
you
like it melted. I like it melted into it.
Okay, so then we can just
Yeah,
add
let
them.
me try one of these noodles. Isn't that the whole point?
Sure.
Like, why do you introduce me to a step and then whilst I'm in the process of the step that you introduced me, you're telling me what the next step is? Like, how? Why do you do that?
I'm very disorganized. I just do how it. That's why I'm trying to.
And I'm telling you, just slow down and do one thing at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Pasta is ready.
It's just the tiniest bit like hard, but
It
it'll.
will soften up while it sits there. Now you can add the cheese as much as you or as little as you want.
Oh yeah, like all of it, honestly.
Sure. And do you want Parmesan too, or this is
No,
just
like Parmesan.
okay?
Just because the Parmesan you get is like the pre-grated stuff. It doesn't melt well.
Okay.
This one's actually real cheese.
So this,
What keeps messaging me?
this is about this little block, about a 1-inch block of cheese,
Okay.
just so you know. And then in the very end, after you mix that, you can use a little bit more basil and olive oil as a finishing touch, if
Sure.
you like.
Sure, why not?
This cheese melts pretty quick.
That's
No.
because it's not the pre-grated garbage.
Yeah, and I like the taste though. This
I
pepper
sound like
jack.
such a snob. I don't even like cheese.
You don't?
Well, not like on its own. When it's like mixed into something, like yeah, it's just I don't like.
I like the pepper jack though. This one, I can eat a piece of that. It doesn't taste bad. I can't do cheddar or mozzarella or any of that. This one is fine. Okay, that looks perfect, actually.
Cool.
So.
Maybe like I don't know if olive oil even goes with this. I'm just kind of doing shit.
I like it that way. I mean, and I don't really follow any specific rules here.
Well, I mean,
I do it because it tastes good to me.
It's Mexican style, so if anything, it should be like vegetable oil or like canola oil.
Again,
You know, there's stuff that's actually like horrible for you.
I do half of my recipe Mexican, half of my recipe Indian, or vice
That
versa.
sounds disgusting.
It tastes good. And then some of the ingredients that these both style of cooking uses does overlap. So it's, you think that it won't work, but it will. It will. They use cilantro, so do we. They use cumin.
You know, tomatoes aren't even native to Italy.
No?
No.
Where is it native to?
Like Central America. It was only brought to Italy like through like colonization.
So Mexico.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. But like I'm just saying, like in general,
Mm.
tomatoes. You know, like Italy's known for its like tomato exports,
Yeah.
but
and
really they're imports. Think about it.
at first, and then became the exporter.
Yeah, imagine like being a Mexican person and bragging about your Italian tomatoes. Like, wow, you're stupid. I'm kidding. I'm sure it's like a lot more complicated than that.
I'm sure people don't even know a lot of that.
This is finished, and I don't want to be
Okay.
here anymore.
Okay, I'm stopping the video.